Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. We are digging into Arbitrage Alchemist because I want to show it to you. I haven't really officially reviewed this product, and it's been out since May of this year, 2019, and what is it, July 31st right now. That's okay though, because this is some version of Arbitrage Alchemist has been on the market now for over 3 years. So this software has actually been around a while. And so generally around once each year, the developers, Tom and Chad, are the guys who, create the software, basically go ahead and update it, make some changes, enhancements, do some new training, find new angles, and just make the software better, right? And so, so the fact is this has been around a while, and these guys support it, and it's, it's very trustworthy product from that perspective. I liked it, honestly. I bought Arbitrage Alchemist because there's two things you can do with it, right? You do this arbitrage thing, which I'll talk about in a minute, between SEO clerks and Fiverr. We're going to kind of go through how that works. Then they have another method, which is working with Craigslist. And the thing I loved about this software is that it can search Craigslist like en masse all across the USA and even outside of the US for stuff. And I've got like a rather classic Volkswagen van, and finding stuff for it is hard. And people put those kind of things on Craigslist though all over the country, and it's actually helpful for me to have a software where I can do some broad searches for stuff for my van, and have software kind of search all these locations for me rather than having to go state by state, city by city, and search up my stuff. So anyway, side tangent there, but that's something that you can easily use Arbitrage Alchemist for. If you do I don't know, there's all kinds of uses, right? But let's just kind of focus on the main things that the software does, and I'll show it all to you, right? So we're in method A. You can click this button to go to method B, which involves Craigslist, like I mentioned. The idea here with Arbitrage Alchemist is all about arbitrage, right? So I did a quick search over here on SEO clerks on this side. And SEO clerks is kind of like Fiverr, except basically all the gigs are still somewhere between $1 and $20. So they're rather inexpensive. Because as you know, if you use Fiverr at all, it's really hard to find gigs that are $5 now. Most of them start at $25 and go up from there. So, only the newest service providers on Fiverr are charging $5, and everybody else is charging more for their service. So, which is great. If they're making money and it's all working, then very good. And that's what you want to be doing as well. Is the idea here with method A in Arbitrage Alchemist is you start offering a service on Fiverr. So you create a gig that you're selling and offering on Fiverr. People come to you and buy it. Then you go over here on SEO clerks and find somebody to take care of it for you. Okay, so let's just kind of look at an example. So I did a search over here on SEO clerks for WordPress. The software just goes through SEO clerks and basically just pulls out all the results that have WordPress in it, puts it in a nice table so I don't have to go through their site and kind of fish around. This one is interesting to me. Design WordPress landing page using Elementor Pro. Great ratings, and the guy's charging $5 for this. Okay, so I like that. That sounds great because I know that people on Fiverr are. So I went over here on Fiverr and I searched up sales page, right? And let's just do this. Let's just open one of these gigs. I will create a landing or sales page. So look, basic service, $25, right? Standard, $35, premium, $65. So if you create a gig on Fiverr, these are some of the prices you can charge. And then you don't even have to create the landing page. You just go over here on SEO Clerks and hire this guy and pay him $5 to create the landing page for you. So that is arbitrage, right? You take the money over here on Fiverr, you go over to SEO Clerks, hire somebody to take care of the service, and boom, you deliver it back to the customer, you keep the change, right? And so, in this case, if you're charging $25 on Fiverr for a landing page, you go over here and pay $5 to this guy, and you make $20. That's arbitrage. So I hope that makes sense. So there's really no limits. The thing about SEO Clerks, they don't offer all the kinds of same services that Fiverr does. So Fiverr does this like writing and music and stuff like that. SEO Clerks really has expanded beyond SEO, but they're not like editors and stuff like that. That stuff's a little harder to find. So you're going to be sort of around some of the technology, digital marketing type services that you could do an arbitrage thing with here. But that's fine because there's plenty of demand for that. All right, so let's close that up. And so that's how method A works. And there's tons of training in Arbitrage Alchemist in the member area on methods to use, like niches to get into. Like they go into way more detail than I am right now, but I just kind of wanted to show you how this works. So let's flip over here to method B, right? This is where we're basically going to do some searches on Craigslist. And then, this is where the arbitrage side exists on sort of the method B arbitrage game in the software is you find people looking for like book covers or WordPress help over here on Craigslist. And then you can find somebody on Fiverr to, take care of that service for you. So you really never have to get your hands dirty actually fulfilling the service, right? You can just kind of be the middle person and you make a profit. So that's kind of the idea. Like I said, I kind of use this to search for all sorts of, so here, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So let's just look in Colorado. We can do all cities. Let's remove spam. And search title is fine. All days, let's just do like the last 5 days. And okay, that's going to be fine. Now it's going to tell me I'm not using proxies. I never have to use proxies because, I'm not really doing like a ton of searches. But if you're kind of doing some hardcore, like you want to search everything in Craigslist nationally for general keywords and stuff like that, then, you can kind of get yourself into trouble with Craigslist and get your IP banned temporarily and stuff. So that's where you'd want to use the proxy thing. But for most of us, we don't need it. Oh man, 0 opportunities. All right, well, all right, let's just try something then. This is what I'm talking about. It's hard to find Eurovance stuff sometimes. I searched the titles though, so that's, not always going to return anything. So let's do this. Let's look for WordPress related stuff. That's going to be, let's search the post this time. Okay. Kind of putting myself at risk doing quick searches like this, boom, boom, boom on Craigslist, but not a big deal. They've kind of built in this like delay between, everything they're searching, and it sort of protects you from getting your IP banned because, it is a bot. It's working with Craigslist's API from what I know, but, still they don't want you just slamming their servers and stuff with searches, right? So, boom. So, okay. So these are people who are looking for help, right? Search of an SEO expert. That's me, right? So, a lot of these people might want something like they might be hiring, but, okay. So that's interesting. So you can kind of see how this stuff works. I need a web developer. See? I mean, you can basically find little gigs that you can service if you know how to do it. If not, then you basically, it doesn't always work with a generalized search like WordPress, but if you're looking for people who want something specific, like, they want to, add a new theme or modify a theme in WordPress, this is like okay, so that one's probably already been fulfilled, but, this is the kind of job that's easy to hire out on Fiverr or SEO clerks. SEO, need edits to the WordPress theme. Okay. You write them back, hey, I can do that. Send me your details for logging in. You go over and hire somebody. They take care of it. Boom. You kind of collect the money, you pay the money, and everything is good. And don't forget, you could also use SEO clerks to hire somebody to do this if you don't know how to. So that's essentially what Arbitrage Alchemist looks like. And like I said, the training is super good. And the other cool thing that they do, because you might be thinking, oh, okay, well, I open this up, this person's looking for help. What do I do? Do I just email? Like, what do I send them over email? Well, the guys actually have you totally taken care of. They give you like email templates, the whole thing. Like they tell you exactly how to work the business, the arbitrage side. They give you the email template, like here's what to send. So it's super good in that respect. So worth checking out, if this sounds like something that would be interesting for you, just kind of as a side gig, making a little extra money. Boom, there you go. Hope you found this useful. If you did, would you please give this video a thumbs up down below, like it for me. And what I could use is more subscribers on my channel. So if you could do me a favor and just click that big red subscribe button on my page, boom, that would be awesome. I'd give you a big high five. And you know what? I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me.